Well, hi. Long time no see. This one's going to be kind of random. What you're about to see is a feed grinder I just picked up. Sorry, I'm going across a terribly narrow bridge in this thing. And then you're going to get to see a little bit of the new grain truck. Yep. You talk about being angry. It's only 40 degrees out. But what we're getting ready to do, even though the clutch is bad, PTO still works, and we just went and got that thing. Surprisingly enough though, even with how cold it is, that shifter was moving like a dream. I couldn't believe it. The tractor hasn't been started since, well, I sold a load of hay. I had to drag it to the end of the lane because of the hills. They couldn't pull it with their pickup. At least they were scared to. I would have tried, but yeah, the jack's broke. This is a International Model 1150. It's in pretty decent shape. The only real problem is it's missing an elbow right there and a little bit of wear on the front of the mineral box. But to me, that mineral box looks fantastic compared to other stuff I've looked at. This is the only one I've ever seen or owned. I should say only one I've ever owned or really seen up close. Yeah. I went up to Chillicothe yesterday and picked this up, and it does work. The guy ground some ear corn, which some of it's still in there, so I'll take that as a freebie for chicken feed. But it trailed good. It really did. The tires are great. This one's a little dry rotted. It was down for a long time, but yeah, all in all, I mean, I'm gonna have to tarp it, but the machine is, for what I paid for it, I think it is definitely worthwhile. I'm gonna have to find a serial number location, but I don't know how long this video will be. Hammers look good. I didn't even look at that when I got it just because of the price, to be honest. Looks like maybe there's one missing there in the middle. I don't know. I'll have to get a manual for it. Yeah, there's 4 on this side and 4 on that side, so maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Belts look like crap. Of course, this thing's from the 70s, so what do you expect? I think the PTO pin here is frozen, so I'll have to address that. Oh no, it moved. It said it's just stiff, but it didn't look like it locked in when he was, oh, look at that. Of course, I think there's maybe supposed to be some kind of a clip on the end of that shaft right there, but anyways. Yeah, I bought it because the guy ran corn through it, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some ear corn off Jacob. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad in there at all. And believe it or not, last night's rain, I believe, is probably, it's been a long time since it's been rained on until last night, if that makes any sense. It was kept inside at this person's house, and he pulled it out of the building where he bought it. Of course, like I said, it's got one auction number written on it, but that might be the serial number. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find the serial tag. But nothing's rusted out. I've only got one screen, which really kind of sucks. It's got the big screen, so I won't be able to run like wheat or oats, that kind of stuff through it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to try, but we'll just have to figure out how it works. So yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know how much more I'll add to the video. We're going around the back of my house, and we're just experimenting at the moment. He showed me a way where you could turn the hammer off and use this just as a mixer. What we've been doing is buying cracked corn and layer crumble and mixing it by hand with a spade and a trash can. My thought is I'll run it all into this, let it mix for 10 minutes, and bam. There's a pin here you pull, which it might be froze. I haven't even tried to really mess with it. Probably going to take a pair of pliers. But yeah, you pull that pin, and I'll be able to use it just as a mixer and put the bags right in here. I want to turn this off too, because I probably won't use this a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if I'm not using it, I don't want it sitting there turning. And he said you do that with this lever, but again, it's something that I haven't. Oh, look, free screwdriver. Anybody see that down there? Yeah, buddy. Looks like it's a Stanley. Anyways, Yeah, I'm going to try to turn this off too, just because I don't need the loading auger running if it's not. That's just asking for somebody to get pinched. I've got children, you know, stuff like that. So he said also he always ran these gates just wide open. I'm probably going to put at least this outer shield down and leave the middle one up. And that's just for the fact of, well, when you're doing ear cord, it seemed like it had a lot of material flying back out, you know. So I'm going to try to see if I can get that freed up. Sure, it's not going to be terrible. And what, you know, if I have to replace a couple bolts and wing nuts, no big deal. Yeah, there's some stuff. Looks like it's been growing on it. Get that off there. Yeah, but anyways, if you like it or want to see more, you can let me know. I'll do at least this one video just to show the guy that I did it, and I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. He seemed awful, not apologetic, but just wanting to, you know, he wanted to definitely grind something and show me that it worked and make sure I'd be happy. And yeah, I really appreciate the guy. The labels are all in good shape, you know. At least, I mean, some people might say it looks like crap, that label, but compared to the rest of my old equipment, that label looks fantastic. Yeah, I guess that's it for now on this, and we'll see if we can capture some more footage of it. I think the tractor's warmed up by now. Not smoking too bad. Yeah, so there she is in all her infinite glory. Doesn't seem to run too bad. She's got 2 gas tanks. This one looks like it's been epoxied underneath that tag. The other one, I don't know what kind of condition it's in. But you talk about some bouncy ass flat tires. They're not flat, they've got air, but they've got flat spots from where it's been sitting. It was pretty brutal. So yeah, at least we got a decent sized round tank. I don't really know how to judge. Is that maybe a 30 gallon? You know, I'm picturing 5 gallon bucket, 5 gallon bucket, 5 gallon bucket, 5 gallon, you know, 5 times 6, that's 30, right? We'll find out. Got 21 gallons in it so far. I'm going to fill both tanks up, and then we'll get back with you when I'm on the road. Well, I was short-lived. Today's like the 10th of January. Let's see, turn signals, none of those. It's not charging, so, excuse me, while it's downshift. Tried everyone, I don't know. Yeah, that one felt good. Yeah, so we're taking it back to this dude's house, and I'll have to come back with a fully charged battery, or maybe a voltage regulator if I can find one fast enough. Oh well. Yeah, the tires are terrible. No, it's bad. But anyways, stay tuned. You'll see some more stuff. Gas gauge works though.